Good morning. It's March 2022, and when I was researching for this trip, I couldn't find anybody who did a walk around. So this is going to be my attempt to show you a little bit about the property, things that I've learned in the last 4 days here, and hopefully it helps somebody. So we're at Angsana in Cayo Santa Maria. This is the hotel lobby. I'm approaching here, and I'm going to give you a tour around, show you some places that you'll need to go during your trip. So, front lobby. To the left here is a customer service desk. There's nobody here right now. I'm not sure actually what time they start, but if you want to book excursions or just have general questions about your room or issues, that's it. Check-in, I won't go up there because there's people, but their check-in booth is just to the left. So I'm approaching there. That's a regular front desk. Moving down to the side. This is where you're going to find your Air Canada, your Sunwing rep, and I did also discover that there are some courtesy bathrooms. So, the women's one's closed. Sorry, guys. But it looks like there's bathroom, little shower, and banos. So, if you have a late checkout, I think this is open for you. Move around to the side. This is where you can find your book to tell you what time your flight and stuff will be departing. So we've got an Air Canada book and Sunwing. Beautiful day. Today's supposed to be 100% chance of rain. Don't think that's going to happen. So back to the main lobby. And as I move to the other side of the lobby, this is where you can exchange your money. And hours are 9 to 6. Down this little corridor, we've got the room just behind the the exchange. This is where you go after 9 a.m. to go and talk to the rep to organize your a la cartes. Now, at the time that we did our trip, you could book 3 a la cartes at a time. And then on the third day, you can come back and book them again. Now, the hotel's only, I don't even think it's half full, so that might change. Continuing on, there's a little store. It's closed right now. But there are some expensive souvenirs that you can buy here. And that looks like it's called Arenas Blancas. And then continuing onward is where the gym is. Okay, there's no handle. But we'll go in and take a look. Hopefully the lights will turn on. I don't know, there's nobody working out. And I don't see a light switch, but here are the gym facilities. I came in asking for a stretching mat to do yoga, but didn't have any here. So in the end, I'll show you where I end up going to do my yoga on the beach with just a beach towel. But if yoga is super important to you and you have room, bring yourself a yoga mat. Maybe leave it here for them. The people at the spa were sweet. Went there to ask about a yoga mat. Well, actually, somebody brought me there. And the person volunteered to actually get one from his house and bring it to me the following day. There is a bathroom here. And if we can continue on, which I'll show you later, through there is the swimming pool. So the bar is right here, swimming pool is there. Oh, I'll just go now. Oh, and there is a ramp too. So if you have accessibility issues, there's a ramp. And to get you in and out, there's the bar. And if I turn back around to where I came, I also just noticed that there's actually an accessible bathroom here too. So I'm going back to the main lobby, washrooms, gymnasium, I'm passing now, the little shop. Oh, and the medical. I have never seen this door open, so I can't tell you anything about that. So back to the reservation desk for your a la cartes, and again, money exchange. At the time, yesterday we exchanged some money, and it was 460 Cuban pesos, cost $25 Canadian. Of course, that can change at any time. So there's the check-in desk. The internet access is pretty good in this area here. I can't get it at all in my room. There is one elevator, as far as I can tell, for the whole place. And when you go up here, then you can go to the different blocks. So, as it says here, block 4 to 8. So I'm assuming this is the only elevator. We're currently in block 6. So there is a set of stairs to the left here. That's what we've been taking, because I don't want to get stuck in the elevator. I saw it out of service for one day, but that was it. But there's the stairs to take you up to your rooms in block 6. So moving forward, there is a very tiny souvenir shop. So she hasn't set up yet, but there's a lady here who has some local treasures that if you would like to purchase. So that's that. And then this is one of the first bars. This is the lobby bar. Lots of sitting area. This is as well where they do the evening entertainment. So there's a piano at the end. Every night's a theme night, and they will show you that list, at least what is happening this week when I get a chance. As for alcohol, this is good morning. Good morning. The staff here are just absolutely wonderful. Oh, here's a cute little piece of information that I didn't know before. There is 2 crabs that live in one of these. Well, actually, I'm going to back up for a second. Do you see how there's some drain holes there? Well, in this particular one, every night there are 2 crabs that come in out of the drain hole, and I don't think they're here right now, and they come out and threaten you with their big claws. I don't think anyone's ever, I'm sure people have jumped in here, but anyway, if you're looking for crabs, you can look there. So here we are. The main grounds are just stunning. They're gorgeous. If I come to the left here, here is the activities board, and it will tell you what the beach activities are, the shows, and a price list for the spa. And as far as I can tell by this tape, these are pretty permanent, so I don't think they change much. So moving along, there is, just to give our bearings for a moment, So that's the main lobby. There's the bar that I just walked over to. The first restaurant that we have here is the a la carte. Currently, this is the only sit-down reservation restaurant that they have open. I don't know. There's a grill on the bar. I'm not sure. It's not open. So this is the only place that we've been going every night. And then what they do is they change their theme. So you go from Italian to international, Cuban to international, and then it just repeats itself. And then right next to that is the buffet. So it should be open now. The hours, I believe, are until 11 a.m. And then after 11 a.m., they close for 2 hours and are open for 2. And then they close again until the evening meal. I've seen other people with food videos, so I won't go in and show that. And the food can change, but that is the sitting area. One of the questions I had was, is there outdoor seating? There is, and I have seen people bring their breakfast out here. So there's a few little spots. Now for the international, or not the international, but the a la carte restaurant, that is 100% indoors. So depending on how comfortable you are with COVID, et cetera, that is indoor dining for sure. And it's relatively tight, so, and people don't have their masks on to eat, of course. So here is one of the other pools and another grill. So this grill is 24 hours, and as far as I can see, there's only 3 things that you can get on the menu, typically. Pizza, which is very, very thin crust pizza, which you can have vegetarian, ham and pineapple, cheese. You can get a hamburger, which sometimes is hamburger and sometimes chicken burger. And the third thing is grilled sandwiches. So you can get like a ham and cheese sandwich, just a cheese sandwich, a little bit of tomato. The service here is excellent, and the food is very good, actually. So this is one of 2 pools. I'll walk over to the other side a little bit later, but I'll bring you down this way. There is a place to exchange your towels. We didn't know this until the 3rd day, and our towels getting pretty bad. Please hold on to your towels. You will be charged if you don't bring it back at checkout. And this is open at 9, closes at 5. We found that the towels, if you come later in the day, you're not going to get a towel replacement. I'll try to go see inside a little bit. They have some rental equipment here, some board games. They also have, if I can move over this way, a really large library that you can exchange or leave your books or grab another book if you want to read. So just a small little desk, or window where you can get towels and some various equipment. As I walk back towards the 24-hour grill, there is a picnic table. There is a pool table and places to sit. This is where they make the pizzas. Be patient, it takes a while. You're on holidays. And everything's outdoor seating here. And this is your view. If you feel like playing chess, you can play chess by the ocean. So, there's a tiny little beach out here in the front. Definitely not swimmable. But I'll show you where you can go swimming later. A little outdoor shower here. Get the sand off your feet. And then I will continue to one of many beaches. So, Actually, I should point out while I'm here the different buildings, because they have a map online but don't tell you what the buildings are or where they are. So I'm here standing looking at the lobby again. If you remember, this is where the elevator was and the set of stairs they pointed out, check in, all that kind of stuff. This whole thing that you see right now is block 6. So this is block 6. That is also block 6. In my opinion, if you want a room with a view, guaranteed view, hopefully they put you in block 6. We're in the second row in this building here, and we overlook the pool. I'll walk up. We overlook the pool and the ocean, and the view is just absolutely stunning. There's different levels of rooms within each block. I'm afraid I can't tell you what's what. We just had a standard room and we were on the second floor. So here is the next pool and a set of washrooms here in this building here. So that's another option if you don't want to walk up past the bar into the lobby to that first set of bathrooms by the gymnasium that I showed you. For those who don't want to take stairs in, this particular pool has a gradual ramp that you can walk down into the water, which is lovely. We had been excited to see that there was ballet beds here, but just to give you a heads up, there's only 2 and there is no shade. Well, limited shade. We don't actually usually see people up in this area at all. I think it's because the sun is so strong and there is no shade, but the view is gorgeous. Lobby bar, block 6 rooms. Moving to the left, block 7 rooms. And then block 8 is on an angle. Currently, March 2022, there's no issue with reserving sun chairs. It is about going on 8 o'clock in the morning on a Friday. And as you look there, I don't think anybody's reserved any chairs at all. Maybe there's 2 over there, but there's people in the pool, so it's probably theirs. This gentleman's giving you pillows, give you a little bit of back support. And you can hear the noise from the bar. The one thing that I have to say is that being in this block here, it is loud because at night, that's where the entertainment is. But it seems that at 11 o'clock on the nose, music shuts off. We were laughing, saying at 11 o'clock the first night we arrived, we felt like they were halfway through a song and the music just shut off. So it's very good for sleeping. So here's the map. So we are in block 6. So as mentioned, this is block 6. When you walked in, that was that courtesy bathroom. That's the restaurant. That is the a la carte. That is the buffet. There's a lobby, or lobby bar. There's those bathrooms that I pointed out first of all. This would be the gymnasium, the medical place that I never saw open, the exchange with money where you can book your a la cartes and check in. So the block 6 here, beautiful view. This one here would be block number 5 over the restaurant. Also very nice views, but you do see a little bit of the roof of the grill. And then this is block 4. And then of course there's your cabanas down to the side. And then on the side, block 7. And like I said, block 8's on a little bit of an angle. So that's where those are. And then your cabanas are 9 through to 12. So I'm gonna actually go and walk this way and show you a couple little places on the beach. Beaches. So, walking past the bar, And as you can tell, there's sitting areas here. The space right up front here is where the entertainment happens, where they bring in like music, and we play bingo a few days a week. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Again, going back up here, that is where the washrooms are, and back to the gym. And I will show you the accessibility ramp for anyone who wants to come down to the pool area, who maybe doesn't want to take the stairs. I'm standing in front of block 7, so if you're on the main floor, this is your view. Gorgeous. Anytime you go any higher, you're going to start peeking over that vegetarian. If you can get to the top floor, that's where you're going to get your ocean view. So in block 7 is the spa, where you can go get your massage. I don't know if they're open right now, but this is the entrance to walk into the spa in block 7. I doubt that they're open right now. Yeah, it's locked. But there, as far as I can tell, there's 2 massage rooms. I imagine if you want to, they'll probably open up the drapes for you. This is your view. And the massage prices. Many people have posted those online, so you can see them. So again, back to the pool. This is one of my favorite little secret spots. I'm going to take a walk down here and show you. And you're going to notice that the beach is not very accessible here. Walk through some mangroves. Please wear water shoes or really sturdy flip-flops, because it's a bit rocky. And when it's low tide, this is one of my favorite places to go. And we're lucky it's low tide right now. This is where I did yoga on the beach. So I just brought my towel and laid it out here, and and did my sun salutations and everything here. This is, in my opinion, one of my favorite places to go. It is super quiet. People don't really know about it, although they might after they watch this video. But what I'm going to show you as I walk down the beach is there is a stick in the water, sort of in front of the first cabana, Cabana 9. And I'll zoom in so you can see where it is. Sorry, excuse me. Let's see if you're in the camera. Where are you, stick? There you are. Right there is a phenomenal place to snorkel. There is a really large, I wouldn't call it reef, maybe some coral, a rock with some coral on it, lots of fish, and just around the area is just beautiful. So there's different ways that you can get there. If you start off up the beach, up here where I'll take you to the next beach, the current always seems to go down this way. So when we did our first snorkeling evening or morning, we just started at the first beach here and just let the current take us all the way down, and then we ended up way down at the second beach, which is a little ways from here, and then we walked back. But there was that where that stick is, I highly recommend you go check that out. So this is my secret little beach, but it's not the secret beach. They call the secret beach is officially down a bit further. But if you're looking for a quick little dip in the ocean and it's lower tide and you're by the pool, you can go down that little path and get into the water here. During high tide, the water seems to come almost all the way here, so you may need some water shoes to get in, or once you kind of know where to step, you'll be fine. So going back. Like, this is not gorgeous. The ocean is very calm today. Actually, this is the calmest I've seen it. It tends to be, I wouldn't say rough, like there's not big waves, but if you are a snorkeler, if it's a calm morning, get out there when you can, because by the afternoon, it's probably going to be rougher. So I'm going to keep touring along. So as mentioned, that is the spa in building number 7. And then this is that angled building that I showed you on the map, which is building or block 8. And I imagine, again, like building 7, this would be your view. So lots of vegetation. And I imagine as you get higher up, actually maybe on the second floor, you're probably still going to get a partial ocean view. But if you get up to the top floor, you're going to get a nice ocean view up there. The gardens, oh, they're so nice. The flowers, I don't know if it's like this all the time, but right now, they're fragrant, they're beautiful, they're pretty. So you see lots of mariposas or butterflies around, little geckos. That's about it. I haven't seen anything else, no large iguanas. Give you a sense of where we are right now. So we're gonna walk through this little path here to what they call the secret beach over here. Or quiet beach. I don't know, there's a lot of different names. And these are cabanas. Cabana 9. So as far as I can tell, it looks like there's 8. I don't know what the view would be like if you're on the first floor. And do they have an elevator? I don't think so. No, it's all stairs. So 8 rooms inside the cabana. I can't tell you what they look like. I haven't been inside. Anybody who's had a cabana room that we've talked to said they really liked it. But I don't have details. And again, from a view perspective, if you're on the main floor, yes, lots of vegetation. So I can't tell you if the top floor has ocean view or not, but I imagine it does. So I thought this was kind of cool. You know, banana plants, little baby banana plants have like some sort of cool purple flower. Morning. We heard from locals that there's a high percentage of skin cancer that happens in Cuba. And the one thing I did notice is that a lot of people cover up completely. And I don't think it's because it's cold, because it definitely isn't, but they're likely just protecting their skin when they're out. But anyone who's working outside seems to be covered up. So I imagine if you have a long sleeve shirt that you don't use anymore, they would probably really appreciate it. We talked to one of the locals here, one of the staff, and they said currently it's just really hard to get things in Cuba. So it's hard to get medicines. So it's not so much that they can't afford it necessarily, but it's just hard to get. So Advil, Tylenol, any kind of like medicines is really appreciated. Yeah, so I mean, I don't think I would be filling my suitcase full of dollar store items. What they do need is access to the everyday things that we probably take advantage of, that we can just go to Shoppers Drug Mart and pick up, Advil. The poor girls who have to walk in these high heels. The next time I'm coming down, I'm bringing those little pads to put in your shoes. Anyway, so this is the entrance. I'm at to the playa. Sorry, backing up for a moment to see. I suppose it doesn't really matter what cabana number this is. 12, because we've reached the end. And this is where they call it the secret beach. And there are showers here to wash your feet. And there is a tiny little bar out here, but there are no washrooms. So if you have to go to the washroom here, it's either a quick, well, I shouldn't say quick walk, but you'd have to go back to the main building. Hello. Sorry about my breathing. So it's the talking and walking. Oh, I don't know if you can see this in the light, but there are tons of little tiny bugs, little mosquitoes. Oh, here they are coming towards me. I guess I'm sweaty enough that they think that I'm breakfast. So if you are that person that everyone likes to stand around because you're the one that the mosquitoes are attracted to, I would highly recommend that you bring some bug spray. Today, like I said, is a calm day, so they seem to be out. But on the day where it's windy, there's no issue because the wind just takes them away. They're tiny little things. So here on this beach, you've got some palapas and some other, I don't know, there's probably an official name for these, but there's places definitely for shade, 100%. And this is the very secluded beach. There is a lot of seagrass in this, not to be confused with seaweed. They do an excellent job of raking up any seaweed that comes in. But this is where you can find starfish. So to end this video, or pause it for a minute, I'm going to walk up here just see if I can show you inside the water where the seagrass is. Maybe we can find a starfish. I know I saw one here the other day, bright red. And the beach continues onward. If it's low tide like it is right now, we can walk along the beach to get to the other side. But if it's high tide and it's windy, I wouldn't recommend it. But what you can do is you can take a path, which I think is where they dump most of the seaweed, through the woods a little bit. So again, sturdy flip-flops or shoes. And I'll leave this for your own exploration. So there is a path there that will take you to another part of the beach. But this is spectacular. Oh, here you can definitely tell that the cabanas have ocean view for sure. At least these ones, that would be number 12. And I'll pause it, and then I'm going to go back to the main, where the buffet is, and start the video again, and I'll show you the other side of the resort. So hold on. Okay, so I paused through the cabanas just because you don't need to hear me breathing and walking. And I'm back to, if you remember, that little secret path to go down to that little tiny beach. And I'm back in front of block 7. I thought I would just walk through the property one more time just to give you a different perspective. The question I had was about how much sun does the pool get, and even though it's facing north, it actually gets sun all day. Especially, I won't zoom in on that lady while she's doing her exercise, but right by the infinity part, lots of sunshine. So depending what time you come, like the morning right here, the sunbeds are all covered, but as the afternoon rolls around, these become full sun. I think the sun sort of sets right around here. So these particular beds in the afternoon do get a little bit of sun protection, but the umbrellas are very, very helpful. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I don't drink coffee, but apparently the coffee here is fantastic. So again, passing the main lobby here, we've got the grill, 24-hour grill here, the second pool, and then lobby. It's not a huge resort, but it has everything you need. I believe there's just over 300 rooms. Don't quote me on that, you'll have to look it up for sure. And I don't think you can get in, no, this particular pool does not have a ramp. You do have to walk in using stairs, although I could be wrong. There's a possibility that that is a ramp back there. But at least you know that you have at least one place you can get into. At least one pool, I mean. And, oh, mosquito bite. And then there's some chairs in the water here. So if you'd like to do a little sun lounging, at the same time stay wet, there's some spots there. Okay, so back to the grill, where you get your pool towel, your towels. And this would be the end of, over the buffet restaurant. That would be block 5. And then the last block here before we move into cabanas again is block 4. So again, if you're on the main level, this is the view. And then as you go higher, there's a greater likelihood that you're going to get ocean view. So we're going to move down here. So I'll show you where the tennis courts are, the basketball court. And I'll show you the other cabanas, walk by those, and then we'll go to the main beach. So you get a sense of how far it is, I guess, a walk. We're starting this at 37, almost 38 minutes into the video. Block 4. Oh, I should say too, I'm not sure about block 8, but block 5, 6, and 7 definitely have rooms only on one side. But I did notice on block 4 that there seems to be some garden room views over here. So this is the view from the back rooms of block 4. And I believe that says staff only, so it's probably where they do the laundry. And but, you know, I won't speculate, I'm not sure. So here we are, we're moving down to the other cabanas. So cabana 3, same exact setup. There's 8 room numbers, so I'm assuming there's 8 suites. And much like the other side, the vegetation is quite high. So if you do have a cabana room and you like to sit out in your balcony, I would recommend you bring your bug spray for sure. So here's the tennis court. The net seems like it's in decent shape. I did see one set of tennis rackets in the pool towel exchange area. I did not see a place to rent tennis rackets in this area here. So there is a basketball net. Excuse me. There's a basketball hoop. If someone has an extra net, they want to bring it down, or maybe somebody will replace it by the time you get here. That net has seen better days, for sure. And then two excellent, like good shape soccer or net. So anyway, this is the main part of the floor seems to be in good condition, although there are some spots on the outside where the material has lifted. And there's a little spot here. I don't think there's a washroom. We'll explore together. As you can see, there's nothing on the shelves. And that's locked. So I would think you'd have to go back to the main area to go to the washroom. And we shall continue our walk. So, Cabana 2. Sorry, I'm in love with the vegetation here. Beautiful. You can tell I'm Canadian, saying I'm sorry. So that wasn't too far of a walk. So this is where there is, I think I mentioned, another grill, but the week that we're here, this grill is not open. So once we get more people, I'm sure it's better. There is outdoor seating at this grill, restaurant. I shall call it a restaurant because there is actually a tiny, tiny, tiny little grill on the beach that is open. But this is what you're looking for, people. This is the beach. I'll go down, show you the grill, and then I'll walk down so you can see what the condition of the water is. Because that's a popular question, is there seaweed, etc., etc. So this is that restaurant that's not open right now. A little place to shower off after being in the ocean. There is a bar here, so you can get water, drinks, sodas. It doesn't tell me the hours, but I guess at 8:30 in the morning, people aren't drinking on the beach yet. And then there is, this here is a grill that we had the option of having chicken on skewers, barbecued hamburger, or a ham and cheese sandwich. So similar to the 24-hour grill. But the people here are great. They'll take a chair, they'll put it in a spot for you, wipe it off. They'll bring you your drinks, bring you your food. So bring some tip money. Hola, hi. And they'll set you up with the chairs. And then the day is yours. I walked the beach. It wasn't that long. I'd say maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe to get to, not even, to get to the end. So if you're a beach walker, it is possible, but you may just have to do back and forth a few times. We haven't tried it yet, but apparently if you go down to the neighboring hotel here, you can use their water facilities. So there's water facilities. Yes, you can use their facilities. You're allowed to use their water. You can use their catamarans and sailboats and stuff. We were told that the snorkeling, of course, is quite nice out here, but for $15 Canadian per person, somebody will take you out on the catamaran and bring you out towards, there's an island here, and then over this way there's another island. I guess there's some good snorkeling out there. So for $15 a person, they'll bring you out there and you can do some snorkeling. So I'm sure instead of listening to me, everybody's wondering what the situation is with the water. It's spectacular. Now we're low tide again. And there is, you can see in the water there, it gets a little bit darker. There's some seagrass, but it's also a bit corally. So up until that point, my experience has been that the water has been quite soft and sandy, what you would expect, like much just like this, a few little shells here and there. But then once you get to the seagrass, the underfoot, it becomes a little less sandy, a little bit more coral. So depending on how far out you want to walk, you may want to bring water shoes. Definitely bring your snorkeling equipment if you do have any. And what's also really nice about this beach, at least during higher tide, is that you don't have to go out too far to swim. The first beach that I showed you, it's quite shallow. You have to walk out quite a bit in order to get deep enough to get a good swim in. But here, the swimming, it's excellent. It is everything that why you're coming to Cuba. So anyway, I hope that this has been helpful and to somebody, and that you have a great holiday. And if you have anything that I've said that is you've witnessed something else or heard something else, please write it in the comments. I'm obviously not a professional at this, so any criticisms or discussions about my videography, I suppose you can put those down too. I'm just here to try to answer the questions that I had when I was trying to book my trip. So anyway, have a great holiday and thanks for watching.